Welcome to time-tested advice in a world that often values sameness or obvious shows of strength. Sigma females completely defy the norm. They are the silent change-makers, women who pave their own way, avoid superficial relationships, and go through life with a quiet, sure independence that deeply moves others. What sets them apart isn't just their choice to not just go along with everyone else. It's their solid belief in their own value and their ability to flourish without needing others' approval. For those who are not strong, this can be intimidating, revealing their doubts and breaking their false sense of control. However, for those who are resilient, Sigma females are wonderfully refreshing, representing true sincerity, toughness, and a powerful reminder of what you can achieve when you live life on your own terms. If you've ever felt like you didn't belong or were restricted because you were different, now is the time to embrace your inner Sigma. Watch the video to discover what really makes Sigma females stand out and why they can be intimidating to some but earn great respect from those who truly understand. Let's explore these points. Number 1. The skill to reveal those who fake it. Sigma females have a natural talent for seeing right through people. They don't even have to try. It's just part of who they are. Their sharp instincts and careful observation skills make it tough for anyone pretending to be something they're not to keep up their act around them. Those who often hide behind fake confidence, charm, or modesty find themselves feeling bare and vulnerable. Sigma females don't have to point it out directly. Their presence alone acts like a bright light, revealing what others want to keep hidden. This ability isn't about being judgmental or feeling superior. Sigma females are naturally drawn to realness rather than fakeness. They're not interested in play acting, outward looks, or shallow relationships, which makes them resistant to sweet talk or tricks. This can be scary for those who depend on fake fronts to get through life, as Sigma females serve as a constant reminder that the truth will always come out. Pretenders feel insignificant and uneasy around them because their usual disguises fail. However, those who are genuine see Sigma females as partners in their quest for truth. Being with someone who rejects lies and shallowness encourages them to be more honest and truer to themselves. Sigma females motivate those eager to improve themselves, promoting deep thinking and building true bonds. Their keen insight extends well beyond just close relationships. Whether in work environments, social groups, or at home, they challenge unfair power dynamics and reveal hidden motives by staying true to their values. They don't need to aggressively tackle dishonesty. Their quiet determination to not participate often suffices to break down the facade. This knack for revealing deceivers doesn't just make Sigma females uncommon, it makes them memorable. They prompt everyone around them to consider one question: am I being genuine? Number 2. Their choices are intentional, not random. Sigma females always have a reason for what they do. They think carefully about each choice and action, even if others can't see why right away. This unique quality makes them different. While some people might act on a whim or follow others' advice, Sigma females trust their own gut feelings, sharp insights, and long-term plans. They might seem different or hard to predict because they don't follow the usual rules. They look at the big picture, and every move they make is planned to fit with their deep goals and values. To those who aren't very strong, this deliberate way of living seems confusing. It looks like unpredictability, but that's only because they don't grasp the complex thoughts behind a Sigma female's decisions. People who are quick to judge what they don't understand might call it chaotic, as they project their own fears onto the Sigma female's independent journey. They prefer things to be predictable and feel uncomfortable when someone shows such calm assurance without following common social rules. For those who are strong, however, this careful and thoughtful way of doing things is truly motivational. They appreciate the strict discipline needed to act so accurately, particularly in a world that often pushes people to fit in or seek approval. People are impressed by Sigma females because they show their strength through their actions rather than talking about it. They carefully plan their lives, focusing carefully on how they use their energy, choose their friends, and pursue their goals. Sigma females are clear about their desires and boldly make choices that might not be typical, but are effective for them. This isn't randomness, it's a well-thought-out plan, which is why those who get it have a lot of respect for Sigma females. Number 3, they challenge authority by treating everyone as equals. Sigma females have a unique talent for seeing people just as they are, rather than focusing on their job titles or positions. They give everyone, whether it's the company's CEO or the janitor, the same amount of respect, interest, and attention. This behavior isn't about being defiant or rebellious. It comes from their strong belief that a person's worth isn't defined by their status or labels. Their sincere way of interacting with people naturally breaks down traditional social rankings without any struggle, making those who rely on these rankings to feel important very uncomfortable. Weaker individuals, who often use their titles or seniority to feel superior, find this unsettling. When a Sigma female ignores these superficial signs of authority and treats everyone equally, it challenges their sense of importance. They feel vulnerable because their assumed power loses its influence. On the other hand, stronger individuals find her approach refreshing and even groundbreaking. In a world that usually puts structure above personal connection, Sigma females remind them of the importance of genuine relationships. By eliminating these barriers, they create spaces where teamwork and respect can flourish. Strong individuals see this as a clear refusal to believe that influence should always come from the top. It's amazing how natural it all seems. Sigma females aren't trying to prove a point. They just live by their own beliefs. Their gentle demand for equal relationships isn't about rejecting the idea of a hierarchy. It's about looking past it to appreciate people for who they are, not for their titles or achievements. This way of thinking doesn't just motivate people, it changes the way any group or place functions. By treating everyone the same, Sigma females set a new standard for what leadership and influence should be: solid, welcoming, and truly human. Number 4, they think in ways that stand out. Sigma females view and interpret the world in their own unique way, which really makes them stand out. They don't think like everyone else. Their thoughts are creative, original, and often way ahead of current trends. While many people look for straightforward, quick fixes, Sigma females tend to step back and notice patterns and opportunities that most overlook. Their way of thinking isn't always straightforward, but it's usually very effective. For some people, this is uncomfortable. They are used to familiar ideas and have a hard time understanding concepts that are out of the ordinary. They might see the innovative thoughts of Sigma females as confusing or random, not realizing the deep insights behind them. For these people, it's a gap they find hard to cross. Sigma females make them feel uneasy, as if there's something they just can't grasp. However, for those who are open and strong, the mind of a Sigma female is truly brilliant. They notice things that others miss, predict outcomes that others can't, and often come up with solutions that seem straightforward yet are incredibly impactful. People admire Sigma females because they don't just go along with the way things are. Instead, they question and change them, paving the way for new ideas that might take a long time to become popular. Sigma females have a unique way of thinking that keeps them ahead of others, not by being forceful, but by imagining new possibilities. It's not about blending in, it's about understanding things that others don't, and quietly turning their dreams into reality. Those who are strong understand that true brilliance doesn't always have to be loud. Often, it's just a quiet change in the way we see things that makes a big difference. And that's what Sigma females excel at. They transform the landscape without making a big fuss about it. Number 5. Hidden power. The strength of a Sigma female isn't loud or obviously noticeable. She doesn't show it off or look for others to acknowledge it. Her power is quietly integrated into her very being, constant, firm, and deeply connected to her self-awareness. To those who are not strong, her kind of strength might seem confusing. They view it as weakness because it doesn't have the aggressive or forceful traits they think strength needs. It doesn't try to grab everyone's attention, and in a world where being loud is often seen as being strong, her subtle toughness might be mistaken for softness. However, truly strong people see her strength for what it really is, a deep, unshakable core that stands on its own without needing others to see or approve of it. The Sigma female doesn't have to show anyone how strong she is. Her strength doesn't come out in big fights or showing off. It shows in her calm approach, how she manages difficulties with ease, and her ability to stay true to herself in any situation. This hidden strength is often more powerful than any obvious display of power because it comes from within. It doesn't depend on situations, others' views, or outward signs of success. Sigma females don't look for approval from others to feel strong. They find their strength from their own deep beliefs and their skill in staying calm even in tough times. This kind of quiet power helps them handle challenges, tackle difficulties, and keep going with a gentle firmness. To those who are truly strong, this is the kind of power that deserves respect. It's a type of strength that doesn't have to show off. It just exists. And it's this low-key, unshowy power that earns Sigma females the deepest respect from those who recognize that real strength comes from calmness, toughness, and a solid faith in oneself. Number 6. They don't fight to be noticed. Sigma females naturally avoid competing for attention. They don't need to chase after approval or try to be the center of attention because they are confident in themselves. Their value doesn't depend on compliments or which groups they are part of. Instead, they value being true to themselves and achieving personal satisfaction more than just being recognized. This calm rejection of the usual rush for attention, where many people are eager to be noticed and admired, is both strong and disconcerting to those who are not as confident. These less confident individuals depend on others noticing and praising them to feel good about themselves. For them, getting attention is like money, and they constantly strive to be seen, turning every situation into a competition for recognition. When a Sigma female doesn't join in this competition, it challenges their way of seeing the world. Her lack of concern for being in the limelight highlights how unstable their need for continuous approval is, and this can make them feel unimportant or even overlooked compared to her. However, for those who are confident, her disregard for competing for attention is seen as a sign of strength and self-reliance. Sigma females are seen as truly confident because they don't seek others' approval. They understand their own worth. They live by their own rules, not caring about others' opinions. This independence is not common and is respected because it demonstrates that real strength comes from being true to oneself, without trying to show off or win approval. The Sigma female quietly dismisses the need for external validation, which is a sign of her deep inner strength. She doesn't rely on being noticed to feel valuable, and this makes her very stable and powerful. Number 7. They motivate others naturally. Sigma females don't get up in the morning aiming to inspire others. It just happens because of the way they live. They're not trying to make a statement or grab everyone's attention. They simply concentrate on what's important to them, bravely following their own route without worrying about what others think. Their quiet resolve and genuineness have an impact that people notice. Weaker individuals may feel uneasy about this. They dislike how Sigma females naturally earn admiration and respect without making an effort. For these people, inspiration is something you have to actively pursue or create, often by loudly celebrating your own successes. Seeing someone achieve this so effortlessly can stir up feelings of jealousy or highlight their own uncertainties or lack of genuineness. However, for those who are strong, Sigma females are a true source of motivation. Their commitment to their true selves while accomplishing their objectives really connects with others. It isn't about jealousy, it's about seeing what can be achieved. Sigma females demonstrate that you don't have to give up your principles or seek approval to be successful. When Sigma females live life by their rules, they inspire others to rethink their choices, go deeper, and reach higher. Their influence isn't just about big successes, it's also in how they gracefully handle tough times, keep clear boundaries, and consistently prefer quality over quantity in all areas of life. Their behavior quietly encourages others to find and embrace their potential without feeling the need to compete or make comparisons. Interestingly, Sigma females often don't recognize the extent of their influence. They are too focused on being true to themselves to see the impact they have. Yet, this is precisely what makes their inspiration so profound. Number 8. Actions speak louder than words. Sigma females excel when they're out of the spotlight, unlike many who seek attention. They don't need an audience to succeed. They stand out through their quiet actions rather than loud words or praise. Their calm confidence helps them concentrate on what's important without feeling the need to show off. They aren't interested in applause or awards because they understand their value doesn't depend on others' opinions. This puzzles those who depend on external approval to feel valued. They crave being noticed and celebrated and find it hard to grasp how someone can have a big influence without always being in the limelight. They think avoiding attention means missing out on recognition and can't imagine why anyone would choose to stay hidden. But the truly strong see things differently. They respect Sigma females for their ability to make a difference quietly, without drama or spectacle. There's a genuine strength in achieving silently, in knowing that your actions, principles, and influence are what really count. Strong people know that real influence isn't about being in the center of attention. It's about being reliable, honest, and staying true to their own way, no matter the distractions around them. Sigma females aren't interested in showing off to others. They simply focus on doing what they excel at and let their actions show their value. Their knack for succeeding away from the spotlight is what sets them apart. It's the subtle yet powerful presence that continues to resonate even after they're gone. Number 9. The power of presence. Sigma females have a unique power to change the mood of any place they walk into. Just by being there, they can calm things down and push away negative vibes without even needing to argue. It's not magic, it's just who they are, with their genuine nature and peaceful spirit. They bring a sense of clear honesty that makes lies, tricks, and negative behaviors seem completely out of place. In environments filled with chaos and big egos, their serene presence acts like a mirror, showing the true face of dysfunction. Those who rely on drama or secrecy feel exposed and uncomfortable around them. Sigma females don't try to pick fights. They simply avoid getting involved in small conflicts or emotional games. This approach naturally shakes up those who depend on such tactics. When their usual methods don't work, toxic people find themselves off balance. Sigma females won't react to provocation, and their silence ends up being more powerful than any spoken argument. For those who are strong, this gentle influence is very appealing. They appreciate the rarity of someone who can quietly break down negativity by just standing firm and leading by example. Being a Sigma female means leading without force, but through honesty, which motivates others to avoid harmful behaviors. Whether at work, among friends, or at home, Sigma females, whether they mean to or not, show that negative attitudes are not acceptable. Their mere presence creates an unspoken rule that values respect and being genuine. Those who are open to improvement feel supported by their behavior, while those who resist change must either adjust or gradually find themselves left out. Their skill in reducing negativity is not loud or showy. It is quiet, intentional, and remarkably powerful. This is yet another reason why Sigma females are both respected and highly regarded. Number 10. They have strength without showing off. Sigma females redefine strength. They don't need the spotlight, a title, or applause. Their strength is quiet, yet clear. They don't boast about their achievements or seek constant approval. Instead, they let their actions, presence, and outcomes speak for themselves. They prefer to be effective rather than the loudest in the room. This subtle power unsettles those who are weak, as they depend on showing off to hide their insecurities. To them, power needs to be visible. They believe dominance is about being seen, misunderstanding that silence does not mean weakness. For Sigma females, their confidence is so ingrained that they don't feel the need to showcase it. This confuses those who only understand power as loud and visible. However, to those who are truly strong, Sigma females are eye-opening. They demonstrate that real power isn't about showing off or dominating others. It's about controlling oneself and one's own life. Sigma females do this with ease, proving that humility and strength can exist together. They live purposefully, making an impact without seeking praise, which only increases the respect they earn. Sigma females possess a unique kind of quiet confidence that is uncommon and makes people rethink what it means to be powerful. They lead in a way that doesn't require dramatic displays or formal recognition. They influence others simply by being themselves, encouraging people to follow them not out of obligation, but because they are genuinely inspired to do so. This form of leadership is a silent strength that may unsettle those who rely heavily on their ego, yet it garners deep respect from those who recognize its real worth. Number 11. They value solitude as a source of strength. Sigma females find peace and power in solitude. While many feel the need to constantly surround themselves with others to feel valued or distracted, Sigma females cherish their alone time as an opportunity to recharge, reflect, and grow. They aren't afraid of being alone. In fact, they thrive in it. This makes them stand out in a world that often glorifies busyness and constant connection. For the weak, this preference for solitude is puzzling and even unsettling. They find it hard to grasp how someone can thrive with such ease, free from the need for constant approval or companionship. It exposes their dependence on external sources of worth and leaves them questioning their own ability to find fulfillment within. For the strong, however, Sigma females' appreciation of solitude is admirable. They see it as a sign of self-reliance and emotional maturity. It inspires others to take a step back, quiet the noise of the world, and focus on their inner strength. By valuing solitude, Sigma females show that true power comes from being at peace with yourself and using that peace to navigate the world with clarity and confidence. Number 12. They turn challenges into opportunities. Sigma females have a remarkable ability to take on challenges and transform them into stepping stones for growth. They don't see obstacles as reasons to stop. Instead, they view them as opportunities to learn, adapt, and become even stronger. Their mindset is built on resilience and a belief that no setback is permanent if you're willing to keep moving forward. To the weak, this relentless positivity and determination can feel intimidating. It highlights their own tendency to give up or blame external factors when faced with adversity. Watching a Sigma female turn difficulties into triumphs can leave them feeling exposed, as it shines a light on their own lack of perseverance. For the strong, this ability is deeply inspiring. Sigma females teach others that life's toughest moments don't have to define you. They can refine you. By staying calm under pressure and refusing to let setbacks deter them, Sigma females set an example of grace and strength that encourages everyone around them to rise to the occasion and tackle their own challenges with courage. Sigma females don't let society's rules or usual labels define them. They create their own way in life, displaying quiet strength, true to themselves behavior, and a mindset that breaks away from typical expectations. Some people might feel intimidated by their strong independence and subtle influence, but those who truly appreciate strength and resilience see their value. Sigma females live life on their own terms, without needing anyone's approval, and that's why they earn respect from those who really get what being strong and tough means. For a Sigma female, there's no point in competing for attention or seeking approval from others. She knows her worth comes from inside herself. Her quiet confidence and her unique way of thinking make her stand out. Some might misunderstand her as distant or uninvolved, but that's only because they can't grasp the depth and genuineness of her character. If you see these traits in yourself, or if you're attracted to the idea of living in a more genuine and fearless way, here's your reminder: the world benefits from more Sigma energy. Be proud of what makes you different, leverage your strengths, and don't shy away from marching to your own beat. You don't need to justify your value. It clearly shows on its own. Thanks everyone for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye, stay blessed, and, as always, until next time.